Welcome to DigiMasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus
and Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm.
Apple's iOS 27 introduces new Apple Intelligence features to the Calendar and Reminders apps, making them more intuitive through natural language input. In Calendar, users can now describe an event in plain language, and the app identifies people, dates, and places as they type, allowing quick additions with a tap. While it does not fully match the fluidity of some third-party apps, it automatically sets times mentioned in text and suggests date changes through the keyboard interface. Reminders gains similar natural language support, autofilling dates, times, and locations when users write entries such as picking up groceries at a certain hour. The feature remains in beta, occasionally requiring users to confirm suggested details before they are applied. Apple has streamlined the reminder creation interface, moving extra options like flags and images into a new details view. Siri now plays a larger role, with improved accuracy in creating, editing, and searching calendar events and reminders, including repeating entries and items pulled from mail or messages. The Calendar app can also track holidays and prompt users to adjust alarms ahead of time. A new extra-large widget for both apps can fill an entire home screen page, offering expanded at-a-glance information. These Apple Intelligence features require an iPhone 15 Pro or later, marking another step in Apple's push toward deeper on-device AI integration.
Anthropic has unveiled artifacts for Claude Code users on team and enterprise plans, introducing live interactive web pages generated directly from coding sessions. The feature turns terminal work into dynamic, shareable HTML pages that update in real time as code and data sources change. Teammates can watch dashboards, app previews, or system diagrams refresh instantly at the same URL, with version history tracking every update. Unlike traditional deployments, engineers do not need to configure new infrastructure because the AI builds the interface from the existing codebase and session context. The launch follows OpenAI's recent rollout of a similar enterprise feature called Sites for its Codex platform, escalating competition over AI-powered workplace tools. But the two products differ sharply in philosophy and architecture. OpenAI's Sites aims to create durable, full-stack hosted applications with persistent databases, storage, and granular access controls. Anthropic's artifacts, by contrast, are self-contained HTML pages with strict security policies that block external network requests and prevent persistent back-end functionality. Anthropic positions artifacts not as production software but as secure, ephemeral visual layers meant to replace static reports, whiteboards, and bug walkthroughs. Both companies maintain closed, vendor-managed systems with enterprise-grade administrative controls, keeping projects private within organizational boundaries. By transforming command line sessions into collaborative visual canvases, Anthropic signals a shift in how AI coding assistants communicate technical work across entire organizations. Senator Bernie Sanders says artificial intelligence will impact every American and is pushing a plan to ensure the public shares in its financial rewards. He introduced the American AI Sovereign Wealth Fund Act, which would give the government a 50% ownership stake in AI companies generating more than $200 million in annual sales. Sanders argues that AI is built on the collective work and data of millions of people, and that Americans deserve both oversight and profit from the technology. The proposed Sovereign Wealth Fund would be managed by a 7-member independent commission representing public interests. Sanders estimates the fund could be worth $7 trillion and potentially pay every American a yearly $1,000 dividend from projected returns. However, many leading AI firms, including OpenAI and Anthropic, are not currently profitable, raising questions about how dividends would be funded. Sanders insists taxpayers would not risk losses because the government would receive equity rather than purchase it. He recently met with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who agreed in principle with public equity, but not with a 50% stake. Sanders claims major AI companies wield enormous political influence and prioritize profits over public welfare. While the bill faces long odds in Congress, the broader idea of giving Americans a direct financial stake in AI is gaining traction across Washington.
3 Amazon software engineers in Seattle say they were called into HR meetings after testifying in favor of regulating data centers at a recent city council hearing. Patrick Schlosser, Darius Irani, and Liesl Weigand allege the company is investigating them and warned of possible disciplinary action up to termination 1 week after the council passed a moratorium on new large-scale data centers. The employees have now filed a legal complaint with the Seattle Office for Civil Rights, accusing Amazon of retaliating against them in violation of a city law that bars employment discrimination based on political speech. The engineers, all members of Amazon Employees for Climate Justice, say they testified as private citizens and did not represent the company. They argue they were questioned about their comments and associations in meetings they describe as intimidating and unexpected. Amazon disputes the claims, saying employees are free to discuss workplace issues but must follow company policies when speaking in a way that could be seen as representing the company, and denies any plans to terminate the workers. The controversy comes as Seattle begins a 1-year pause on new data center development, citing concerns over electricity use, water consumption, land use, and public health. Proposals submitted earlier this year would have required power equivalent to roughly 1/3 of the city's daily electricity use. The dispute highlights growing national tensions over the rapid expansion of AI-driven data centers and the role tech workers are playing in pushing for stronger regulation.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @Digimaster Shorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, and don't forget to follow or subscribe.